Every generation has a moment when it looks in the mirror and asks, what am I really working for? Across America, that question is echoing louder than ever. People are waking up, walking away from six-figure jobs and choosing something that can't be measured by a paycheck. Because deep down, more and more Americans are realizing success isn't about what you earn, it's about what you become. For decades, the American dream was sold as a formula. Study hard, work harder, buy the house, climb the ladder, retire in comfort. It sounded simple, logical, and safe. But as the world changes, that formula is cracking. Because while salaries have grown for some, meaning has declined for many. People are wealthier but emptier, constantly busy yet perpetually unsatisfied. The pandemic years accelerated this awakening. Suddenly, millions realized they weren't just exhausted, they were unfulfilled. And that realization sparked one of the greatest social shifts in modern history, the move from salary to significance. Today, we're witnessing a silent revolution. Teachers are leaving classrooms to start non-profits. Corporate managers are trading suits for small farms. Young professionals are choosing flexible, purpose-driven jobs over high-paying, soul-draining careers. Retirees are returning to work, not because they need the money, but because they crave meaning. For the first time in generations, success is no longer being defined by income brackets, but by inner peace. Why is this happening? Because people are realizing that the pursuit of money without meaning leads to burnout, not balance. The cost of living has gone up, yes, but so has the cost of living without purpose. Too many of us have spent years chasing validation through promotions, bonuses, and possessions, only to find that external achievement doesn't quiet internal restlessness. The hustle culture promised freedom through work, but it delivered fatigue, anxiety, and disconnection. We're now seeing a cultural correction. Americans are starting to value time as much as money, connection as much as career, and peace as much as progress. The question is shifting from how much do you make to how much do you matter. It's not about abandoning ambition, it's about realigning it. Real success is no longer about having more, it's about becoming more. This redefinition of success is not just philosophical, it's practical. It's showing up in how people structure their lives. More Americans are choosing careers that align with their values, even if it means earning less. They're moving from crowded cities to slower towns, prioritizing family, nature, and mental health. They're redefining productivity to include creativity, rest, and service. The Great Resignation wasn't about laziness, it was about liberation. It was people saying, I deserve a life that feels like mine. Think about how radical that is in a culture that has long equated worth with work. For decades, the question, what do you do, was really a coded way of asking, how much do you make? But now people are starting to answer differently. They're saying, I'm a teacher shaping young minds, or I'm helping small businesses grow, or I'm finally writing that book I've always dreamed of. Purpose is becoming a form of wealth. This doesn't mean money has lost importance, far from it. Financial stability remains essential for security and freedom, but the difference is in how we view it. Money is now seen as a tool, not a trophy. It's meant to support your life, not define it. And that distinction changes everything. Because once you stop measuring success by salary alone, you open yourself to a richer kind of abundance, one built on relationships, growth, contribution, and gratitude. Americans are also redefining success through a new lens of well-being. Mental health awareness has surged. People are talking openly about anxiety, burnout, and emotional exhaustion. It's no longer a badge of honor to sacrifice your life for work. In fact, balance has become the new status symbol. A calm morning walk, time with family, a creative side project. These are becoming the modern metrics of success. The quiet life is making a comeback. This movement is being fueled by every generation. Millennials and Gen Z are leading it, refusing to tie their identities solely to jobs. They value experiences over possessions, impact over image. But even older generations are joining in. Boomers who once chased careers are now seeking legacy. They're mentoring, volunteering, and creating meaning beyond retirement. Success is becoming less about what you have and more about what you give. Technology has also played a huge role. The internet has democratized opportunity. People can start businesses from their living rooms, share their art globally, and connect with communities that align with their passions. It's no longer necessary to choose between passion and paycheck. You can build both if you're intentional. And this empowerment is helping millions reclaim control over their time, values, and vision. However, redefining success isn't easy. It means unlearning decades of conditioning that equated busyness with importance. It means facing uncomfortable questions like why we work, who we're working for, and what we're sacrificing along the way. It requires courage to step off the treadmill and design your own path, especially when society keeps applauding speed over direction. But the people who make that leap rarely regret it. Ask anyone who's shifted from a salary-driven life to a significance-driven one. They'll tell you the same thing. Freedom is not found in having more, it's found in needing less. They've discovered that joy doesn't come from external recognition, but from internal alignment. They wake up with purpose, not panic. They measure success not by how many hours they worked, but by how much impact they made. There's something deeply human about this transformation. We are, at our core, creatures of meaning. When our work aligns with our values, we feel alive. When it doesn't, no amount of money can fill the void. The soul always knows when it's being traded for comfort. That's why people are walking away from good jobs that no longer feel good. They're realizing that the true dream is not financial freedom, it's emotional freedom. This change is reshaping entire industries. Companies that prioritize purpose, culture, and flexibility are thriving. Employees want to feel valued, not just paid. They crave autonomy, connection, and meaning in what they do. Businesses that fail to understand this will lose their best people, not to competitors, but to passion. The future belongs to organizations that understand that success without significance is unsustainable. Education is also being reimagined. Young people are questioning whether traditional degrees guarantee happiness. Many are learning trades, building startups, or pursuing creative paths. The question is no longer what job will make me the most money, but what path will make me the most alive. That's a profound shift in how a society measures progress. Faith, too, is finding new relevance in this conversation. Because purpose without grounding can still leave people restless. Many are returning to spiritual roots, seeking wisdom beyond career advice. They're realizing that fulfillment comes from connection, to God, to others, and to themselves. It's not just about what you do, it's about why you do it and who you become in the process. So, what does living from salary to significance look like in daily life? It's choosing presence over performance. It's having boundaries at work so you can show up fully for your family. It's saying no to opportunities that pay well, but drain your soul. It's celebrating progress instead of perfection. It's spending your energy on things that outlast you. You can still be ambitious, still build wealth, still strive for success, but now it's anchored in meaning. You're no longer running from fear of failure, you're moving toward a vision that matters. You stop competing and start contributing. You stop comparing and start creating. That's what it means to live significantly. And maybe that's what America is rediscovering. The truth that success isn't something you chase, it's something you define. It's not about having it all, it's about knowing what's enough. It's about aligning your life with values that money can't buy. Integrity, kindness, curiosity, peace. Because when your definition of success changes, your entire world expands. If you feel like your life has been all work and no meaning, this might be your moment to pause. Ask yourself, what would significance look like for me? What kind of life would make me proud, not just comfortable? Maybe it's reconnecting with a passion you left behind. Maybe it's mentoring others. Maybe it's slowing down enough to truly live. Whatever it is, know that it's never too late to redefine success on your own terms. We are living in a time when the most courageous thing you can do is choose purpose over performance, contentment over comparison, and authenticity over approval. Because in the end, no one will remember how much you earned, but they will remember how you made them feel, how you lived your truth, and how you used your time. That's the legacy of a significant life. From salary to significance, that's the journey this generation is taking. It's not about rejecting success, it's about redeeming it. Because the richest people are not those with the most money, but those with the most meaning. Thank you for watching this video. If this message spoke to your heart, please like, follow, and share it with someone who might need a reminder that success can be redefined. And don't forget to watch more inspiring reflections here on Think Fresh Daily, where we explore how to live purposefully, not just successfully.